Hey everybody, this is Fran from the 5-Minute Modeler, and today we're going to take a little scenic tour on the White Pass and Yukon Railroad. I recently returned from a cruise on a ship that stopped in Skagway, Alaska, and there was a railroad there called the White Pass and Yukon that was built many years ago, and it runs from Skagway all the way into British Columbia, but the trip we took was a little bit shorter. It went up to the summit of the mountains there and then returned back down. So I've got some shots here of the map showing the different mileage posts and where it's going, and then I'll show some video from the trip itself, and some pretty amazing scenery that I think you'll enjoy, and you might even get a few modeling ideas from this. One thing that I should mention is that the railroad is actually a narrow gauge. I believe it's 3 foot, 36 inch between the rails. And they use a combination of old-timey cars, and that's how they get the people up. It was very crowded, although there was plenty of room for everybody. They have quite a bit of rolling stock and locomotives there as well, and an engine facility, and their shops are there in Skagway as well, and here's a few shots of those. Overhead here is a view of their train yard there. It's not a big train yard, but they do have numerous facilities for repairing locomotives, and they actually have a couple of steam locomotives there that they run on occasion. Today we didn't have that. We ran a diesel, which was a pretty interesting trip. Here's a couple of their older paint schemes. They've since switched to a black and red scheme. They even have a few cabooses, and they don't tack those on to the end of the passenger trains, obviously. But as we headed out of Skagway, there was some just gorgeous scenery. We had a pretty nice day. It wasn't raining or anything. And we slowly climbed the mountain through several passageways. I'm not going to talk a whole lot during this. I think it's pretty interesting to see the scenery. There's a lot of waterfalls and rivers and so forth that we passed through, several tunnels and bridges that we crossed as well. And then at the top of the mountain at summit, we make a big loop and we'll circle around. So I'm going to stop talking here and let you enjoy the scenery. Here's a few shots of some of their maintenance of way equipment. You might find this interesting. I believe this was a tool that they used to replace ties. Here's a few shots of an old trestle and bridge that they had. It has since fallen into disrepair. I think they stopped using it around 1980. Here we're beginning to enter the area of White Pass Summit, and you can see that there's still quite a lot of snow. This was in the 1st of June. Quite a lot of snow still in the mountains, and as it melts, it's running down that river that you saw earlier on. It's at this point that as the train reaches the summit, it circles around and begins its return trip down the mountain. I won't be showing you pictures of that, but you can play it in reverse if you'd like to see it going down the mountain. We had a great time. It's a great trip. I highly recommend it. It's a cool little railroad, a lot of neat scenery ideas there, and pretty amazing to see the glaciers and the snow cap and so forth. So thanks again for watching another 5-Minute Modeler. If you've had an experience like this, put it in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. Thanks, and have a great week.